He doesn't perform anymore. Actually lives on a big ranch out in Montana, but years ago was diagnosed with many years, I think that's how it's pronounced, many years of disease, and has lost his hearing, or has lost so much of his hearing that he can't sing anymore. But that is Huey Lewis and the news, and do you believe in love? Now, the 43rd edition of the Letterkenny and District Christmas Annual is coming out next week. It will be in the shops next week. Sorry, I'm just getting fingers pointed at me here. It's in the shops this week. The man behind is Kieran Kelly. He's doing the finger pointing. So it's this week. It's out now, is it?
It's in the shops now. Yes,
all right.
It's in the shops.
I'm way behind the time. Yeah. Anyhow, congratulations. I've been flicking through it. It's brilliant again.
Thanks, sir.
It's great for, I was going to say, people abroad. It's great for people from Letterkenny here and abroad. I'm not even from Letterkenny, and I love flicking through it.
Yeah.
The photographs get you every time.
It's always about the photographs. To me, that's what people decide on when they're picking it up, and you flick through and they see the colour comes out at you and the quality is so good. And I have to thank Brown Printers for that, because they're so good quality pictures, and that's what to me sells the
and such a great selection. I mean, you rely on people giving you photographs so you can make copies of them to go in.
Yeah, very much so. I mean, we're every year we're dependent on people's generosity of sharing with us photographs from their youth, from their grandparents, wherever it is, in the attic and so on. And we're always looking for them. So even now, this one's out now, but we're already planning for next year's one. So if anybody's any photographs, send them in any time of year. It doesn't have to be just now. It can be in January or February. If you can find them and send them in, because they're great. Now, once you have them in the annual, they're there forever preserved.
Yeah,
they're great, and it's just great to have them.
And a lot of people hold on to the annuals, and they have a collection of them.
Definitely.
I
do, because I have the full collection over the years of them all built up, but I always delve into them when I'm looking for something, and they're just a fantastic resource to have. And as I said before, like now that this year, the photographs we have this year, in 10, 20 years time, somebody can flick and find that photograph again, and it's forever preserved, and it's great to have it.
And then you have articles on things. I was just looking at it there on like the Quiet Moment, celebrating, it's been open for 30 years, Letterkenny Summer Cup. Going back to the county final of '99, and very young Brendan Devaney and very young Kevin Winston, and everybody looked very young. And then juxtaposing that with the appearance in the county final this year, where Brendan Devaney wasn't quite so young. Anyhow, but what the point I'm making is loads of photographs to go with all them.
Yes, exactly.
With all
the photographs are key. Again, the article about the 1999 county final was it's lifted from the 1999 Christmas Annual, so it's a repeat of that article. It was written by Anne McGeehan at the time, and it's great. And I thought
it's great to look back.
Yeah, just to reprint that article. But then because the annual then wasn't colour, I was able to get new photographs now that are colour to lift that article even more, and to have that. Now this year that team celebrated the 25th anniversary, which is great, and they had a night together. So I have that photograph of now as well in there, and you juxtapose that with the this year's one as well, made it all the more serendipitous. There's all together.
Well, there's a big one. There's a big word to be going on with.
Juxtaposing serendipitous in the one sentence. I'm not saying
but it's. I mean, you have things that happened in the last 12 months, and then things from way back. Even you go back as far as the St. Conal strike 100 years ago. There's a story in there about that. There's a story in there about that by Hugh Devlin, and it's a fantastic article 100 years ago. And then there's also a fictional story in there based on something that happened in 1257 AD by Brian Walsh. He wrote about Godfrey O'Donnell, but it's based on history, but it's his own little short story about it. Christmas time in Garton in 1257. But so there's such a variety of things in there for the creative people's interest. There's like sport, yes, but there's poetry by Geraldine Galligan and others as well, Paul Maguire and so. And it's just there's a lovely variety of things. Of everything, of the photographs. If you just want to look at the photographs, of the articles, there's a Christmas quiz, there's the crossword we have every year, which is great. There's our anniversaries this year. You mentioned Quiet Moment, the Green and Theatre, the 25th wedding anniversary. Correct.
There's photographs of events that took place throughout the year, just various things that happened throughout the year. The Buskin Festival, all these things that happened in the town. And some well-known faces in the town
who died in the last 12 months. I'm just thinking about the likes of Sally Blake and Andy McGovern. There's pieces about both of them.
There's those lovely articles about the two of them, but there's a thing that I love to have as well that preserve, and it's impossible to fill in everybody, but I try and fit as many of the characters who have passed away this year as I can at the back of the book. Just a small little thing to now, unfortunately we can't, there's no space for everybody, but it's just a short selection of people who have passed away, so it's nice to forever remember them. And love the articles you said about Sally too. Paddy Walsh has written about her, and I love the article about Andy McGovern as well. It's just it's a lovely variety. There's memories of articles there. There's many memories of people growing up in the town, on the Port Road and so on, and on the High Road going to Ashkill. And it's like they're precious to have as well. The memories of growing up years ago. There's one from Ard O'Donnell as well. It's great to have, and again, even if you're not from Letterkenny, if you've just moved here and then you pick it up, it's great to kind of verse yourself in the kind of the what it was like to grow up back in the day, in the town,
absolutely. And it's great seeing pictures of the town, the way it was and the way it's evolved.
Yes.
And sometimes it's in the background of photographs, and other times it's actually off streets and places in the town. And a lot of that's changing, has already changed.
Well, even just this year, the what we would call the Funland building and the old music centre.
Yeah.
I mean, that was tumbled there. Just it was literally the week I was sending it off to the printers that I had ran down to get a photograph of it to get it in there, and the ESB buildings on the Port Road as well were tumbled. So there's so much change going on. The Ulster Bank is getting renovated at the minute.
Yeah.
Change all the time, and this is what I've said in the press release too. That amidst all that change, it's actually a nice bit of comfort that we still have the annual. And there's something comforting in that as the town continues to grow and change, and things are getting knocked down and all over. This is the last year of the Letterkenny reunion this year too, but the annual remains here, which is it's a lovely thing. It's been going now this is the 43rd edition. It was first printed in 1982, and as you know, edited by Jim Lynch for many, many years, the late Jim Lynch, and the big shoes to step into. But it's great now to keep on having this, this is still a constant. It's still part of Letterkenny, and that's a nice feeling to know that that's coming out.
So things may change and things may come and go, but the Letterkenny District Christmas Annual remains.
Yes.
And this is as you say, the 43rd edition, and it's out now, and it's out in perfect
time.
In
the shops? No.
No, right. But what I'm saying is out in perfect time if you want to send it abroad to somebody.
Definitely.
Get it into a big envelope, because it's weighty. It's 200 pages odd.
Yes, it is. I posted mine off there during the week to America and to Scotland, and it's just to get it in time for Christmas.
What does that cost?
I can't remember, because it was, but it wasn't too bad. Okay. I don't think it was too. Right. But it was. It's important for us to have it out now this time of year, rather than into the middle of December when we've missed the post, and then people don't get it until the new year.
Right.
And so it's nice to have it out now, and plenty of time to get that posted. People around the world would love to read it on Christmas Day.
Okay, brilliant. Well, listen, well done getting it out, and to all the contributors as well. And the best of luck with it.
A huge thank you to all the contributors. Couldn't be done without them. So I can't name everybody, but thank you for everybody who submitted anything at all. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you very much to management. Very patient over here in the corner. Hang on now, just get the camera around there if we can as well. Oh, there we go now. So what?
He drew the Highland Radio sign.
Oh, I see that. That's well. Can you tell the listeners your name first of all?
This is Joshua.
Sorry, say that again. I didn't have your microphone up. Sorry, can you say that again?
This is Joshua Kelly.
Joshua, and Joshua, what age are you?
6.
Wow, you're a big 6. Okay, and you're hanging out with Daddy today?
Yes.
That's brilliant. And tell me, are you looking forward to Christmas?
Yes.
Wow. And who comes, just to remind us, who comes at Christmas and brings presents?
Santa.
Correct. And what are you hoping for?
A Transformer 1 Flip Toy Optimus Prime.
Sorry, a Transformer what?
Transformer.
See, I'm out of touch. Say it again. Transformer
Flip Optimus Prime.
Wow, that sounds incredible.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I hope that you've been really good, aren't you?
Yeah.
You've been really good in here, so I'm only guessing. And of course, Santa and his elves, they kind of see and know everything, so yeah, I know, fingers crossed. Yeah. Well, listen, thanks for having a few. Anybody want to say
hello to anybody?
Hello, Granny and Granda.
That's it.
That's
okay.
it.
Yeah,
Well,
okay.
that's it. Just like we rehearsed. That's pretty perfect. All right, Josh, Kieran, thanks a
I like
million.
to move and move it.
Thanks so much,
I like
John.
to move and move it. I
Thanks,
like to
John.
move and move it.
Thanks,
Around
John.
the Northwest with Virgin Media. We're turning black